Hey there, ladies and gentlemen out there, YouTube man. Welfare here for the AM149 WIV channel here. Yes, I know it's been a good while since they ever put anything new up, and I've been busy on several things for a while, and never got a chance to do anything new. And also about, let's say I went ape a bunch of great CDs I've been finding a whole lot. I'm not even trying to attempt to do a video of it. Yeah, because believe me, it may take a good while. But I've been waiting on to do another video of a lot of my record finds, and found some good LPs and 45s lately, and I may put in a few CDs I've been found lately, and to make this watch a little interesting. We'll start off with this one here for a great comedy person here we just lost recently, Stan Freberg. I got one. I already got a copy of this, which is in fair shape, but this one here is in a better shape. Found this in a Goodwill stuff for 50 cents. It's the late Stan Freberg with a Charles Gardner Freberg, or they put it on here, being a rather witty bouquet of Mr. Freberg's best-selling blossoms. It says on the bottom. Comes some of his has some of his famous recordings on here. Not all of them. But it has St. George the Drinking Net, Sissy Bond, Charlie. His version of the album was Heartbreak Hotel. That's his first big hit. John, Marsha, all that. I was on here on this first one here. Also got up here too is Elton John, Sleeping with the Past. This is the first time I've seen this on a vinyl album. Got the CD of it, but I never seen the vinyl record of it, because it came out around 1989, and I think this is a U.S. pressing, because the I don't bother taking it out. There's all these big hits on here, like several hits on here that came over hits like Healing Hands, Club Industry, The Sacrifice. This is the first time I've seen this one here of Elton John's Sleep in the Past album. And also, never seen this one here by Connie Francis called The Exciting Connie Francis. That's probably somewhere probably want maybe a mid 60s release here. Around the time her career was slowing down a bit. I'm not going to show it too much because it makes out someone else's name's been written on here, and on the back side here has listed her a lot of her records, a lot of her albums up to date. Here's a group I would like to find music of, Mystic Moods Orchestra, called Man and Woman. Has an interesting sleep here, which I'm going to not show because I don't want the thing get removed here by YouTube. This is probably the closest thing you probably see what the cover looks like. And I don't know any more details what the cover is like either. The rest of the sleeve look like either. Next one here is Shelby Flynn with Cast Your Fate to the Wind. She's the one who had that big hit, Angel on My Shoulder, which is on here, and I think she had a couple of other minor hits between the Hot 100 and the under Hot 100, I think. And this is the first time I've ever seen by her is this one here. It's in stereo. Saw another cover like that. I thought it was in stereo, probably mono, but it was in stereo too. And this one here was in a better shape. And I also got here several Les Paul albums. 2 to 3 was his wife, Mary Ford. This is a duophonic stereo version of Hits of Les and Mary. One of the big hits here. Supposed to be in duophonic stereo. Never seen a copy of this, so I added it into there. And this here Les Paul by himself on the Face 4 label called Les Paul Now, doing some of his other hits. Probably another version he did his hits. This is probably, what was it, late 60s release of this one on the Face 4. must be is in stereo. I don't think I have anything listed for it being in mono. Anyway, around there. Finish up in them two again one more time. This is called Les Paul Murray for their all-time greatest hits. This was it's a 3 record box set. I found this a good yesterday for 99 cents. It probably like a good cover here what they did. Features 6 sides of their big hits and probably album tracks too. It was on the Capital Special Market Series. Here's this. What's on here? About various. All releases are very. Says all releases were 45 RPM releases, otherwise indicated. List all of the tracks discography on there and 6 sides of the titles. I'm not sure this one's in mono or stereo. I'll have to listen to see about that copy. Alright, this next one here. First I'm going to get a copy of this because I see copies of this in rough shape. I think I got a promo of this. Can't be 100% sure because I see a bunch of titles of this before of his. It's called Sonny James in Prison. Sonny James in Prison in Person with his Tennessee State Prison Band. Background has a bunch of prisoners that he did with the probably for a special album release. I heard one track on here before. I think he did pretty good on. What they had for him called In the Jailhouse Now. I don't know if we have a follow-up off that off of here. I know In the Jailhouse that was a hit for him. Now here's a great singer here. You don't. I think her kind of music gets overlooked these days. Got a lot of her on CD. Very few on her on albums, and this is one of them here. I'm not sure I got this on CD. It's called Nancy Griffin. Called Lone Star State of Mind. On this here, you got her version of From a Distance on here too. Which later, I think it was on here. Yeah, it was on here. Later came a big hit for Bette Midler. Maybe they have a couple of minor hits off of this one on the country charts too. And here's a good one here called Wacky Westerns. It's an 8-song various artists album with Ben Coder, Little Jimmy Dickens, Roy Drusky, Jack Morgan, Jack Blanchard, Misty Morgan, Hank Thompson, the Carlisles, Guy Drake, and Nat Stuckey. Found that today. I found this when I looked in there, it looked like outside U.S. release. I don't know if we got a copy here in maybe it was released in the U.S. Called Country Chart Busters Volume 2. Here's who was on here. Try to get rid of the glare on here. Show you who's on there. Has Ted Winnett, Jody Miller. This was on side 1 here, and hold on to get out of the light so you can look at what's on the other side listed here also. That'd be a good one here. I already got a copy of this, but I don't have this one on a black label. This is Tennessee, starting Connor Perkins on the design label. And I think the one I do got on the gold label of I had a different name on it. I think it's in stereo, and this one's here in mono. Has him the first 4 songs on here. I'm doing Movie Mag, Honey Don't, and Helen and Duvall on one side, and we got 2 others here on the other with one of the others with Frank Simon and Carl Ballou on here. Alright. This next one here. I know I got this on CD, but I don't believe we got this on the album by him, by the late George Jones, called I Am What I Am, with his big hit, He Stopped Loving Her Today. With He Stopped Loving Her Today. With Your Drinking Don't Kill Me and Not Ready Yet. There's the hit songs on here. And I also wasn't too sure about this one, but so I get that in case the copy is in great shape. And this one's usually in very good shape. George and Tammy, greatest hits. Them duets together. It's a 10-song album from around 1977. I'm surprised they haven't reissued this on CD yet, as far as I know of. Anyone knows this been reissued on CD? Let me know. Maybe keep an eye on it. Maybe get a copy of this on CD. Alright, the next one here is a Various Artists album. Another Various Artists album here called Heavy Hollers. I like this cover here, which like a police trooper, keep an eye on the any fast truckers, as you can see. This one has hits by Red Sovine, Frankie Miller, and a couple others who probably don't know all this CB Citizen Band Hayes from back to the 70s. Truckers. I think they're still useful these days. Do truckers still use CBs these days? Alright. I got a gold label version of this. Now I got a green label edition of this here by Harper's Bazaar. The Anything Goes. Has the 2 hits on here, Anything Goes, and the their version of Chickanooka Choo Choo on here too. Also called, here's another Various Artists album called Country Western Bullseyes. I like the cover there with two eggs frying in a pan. So a fork ready, maybe either flip them over, ready to scramble them. Has one side with has Tex Ritter, Red Eagle, Bob Wills, Tex Williams, and Dave Dudley with the famous 6 Days on the Road. And the B side has all one group together by the Renfro Valley Pioneers. They had 6 songs on the other side. And they're one of these bunch of Various Artists that I have in my collection. Alright, this next one here don't have a cover to it. Wish it did. Pardon me, but I'm moving along with the camera here. Got a few of their stuff here on 1 or 2 albums. Don't have this one here, called Rods and Brett Finks by the featuring the Weirdos and the voice of Mr. Gasser. I like to find some of these things at a good deal because I hear these things are coming very collectible. Depending on how you sell a book value and on condition, I hear something like this can maybe go $100 or higher. But if you don't have the cover to it, you might be asking way less for it. Because I got my copy here for the Play Market Parve, 6 for $5. Stack on one album dealer. Alright, we put this around and may finish up part 1 here with these albums and show off a few CDs and if I do the 45 for part 2. Alright, this is a very interesting album by the Crown Records label. It has recordings by Johnny Horton on here, along with Country Style with Billy Barton and Don Hughes. And the one thing I don't like too much about some of these Crown series is pardon me for moving around so much. I may list the artists up here. but don't listen to the artist on here on the record itself. And sometimes you have to take a guess of who's singing what. Gotta have to listen to the whole record to find out who it is on there. But it's still interesting. One of these budget labels trying to get a famous singer on here. Alright, also got John McClane's Paradise album. I think this is the first time I got her stuff on LP, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't think I have any of her stuff on LP. Although you probably see me video, one of my videos a while back, though someone made copies of some of her albums put on CD. But this is the first time I do got a great album of hers, and not sure how well these go. Don't think these go well together, but got these anyway, called Golden Country Classics with G.C. Riley, Jimmy Davis, Roy Drusky, Jimmy C. Newman, Hank Lachlan, Ned Miller, Leroy Van Dyke, and Charlie Walker. On this one here from Plantation Records, and got another one called Country Superstars, which has Willie Nelson, Nicky Gilly, David Allen Coe, Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash, Alabama, one of their earlier stuff, Johnny Lee, and Conway Twitty. Sorry about the glare on there. I thought I'd show that to you. And this one here, I don't believe I got my collection here. I know my older brother used to have one of this years ago. Now I got a copy of it in my collection. Willie Nelson and Roger Miller, old friends, with Willie Nelson facing the front cover and Roger Miller facing that, and Willie Nelson facing the back. Neat cover. I also got Oak Ridge Boys, Deliver. Yeah, it's on the side here, Deliver. This one has their big kid kids, never hurts, it hurts sometimes. The Orange Mountain Jubilee is on here. I think they have one more hit on there, but can't think of it at the moment. Everyone knows, probably comment on that also. This one here, I see copies of before. Also, I've seen copies in not so great shape. I found one that looks in pretty good shape. Jay Ferguson, self-titled album, or Thunder Island, I should say. Yeah, everyone probably knows him from the, I think it was with the group Spirit. Yeah, this is him solo. He had a couple big hits, and after that, poof, gone. Off the charts, that is. Great singer. Here's a Pickwick reissue of Cornelius Brothers Sister Rose Greatest Hits, which had their big hits like Till They Turn Back Down and Treat Her Like a Lady's on here, and a few others. And from Marty Rollins' El Paso, this is a Harmony budget label of CBS, Sony Music, a budget label at the time, Harmony label, doing El Paso. Put the title track on there. Was The Hanging Tree, I think one of his big hits. A couple of others on here. Many others on here. Finish up the LPs with Slim Fittin' sings Memories of Hank Williams. Little example of what he does of Hank Williams songs. From Grand Prix Records, Series Records. Alright, let's finish up part one here. With just a few CDs I got recently. Got the absolutely the best of the Keystone Trio. Hymns by Loretta Lynn. Image of Me by George Jones on the Augusto Gold CD reissue. Original recordings of his. Ricky Van Shelton, his third one called Rick Van Shelton III. Don't pay the price on here because actually paid $2 at a Goodwill store. They didn't scratch that off. But I just found this for $2 at the flea market today. Cheap Tricks all shook up. And interesting UK release of a greatest hits CD by Steppenwolf called Night Riding. All the original MCA recordings on the Dunhill MCA recordings are on here. Probably interesting to get. Alright, let's take care of part 1 here, and part 2 we'll get to the 45s. Got some good ones in here you probably like to see. Welfare here for the 49 WYB channel, over and out.